On the news tonight, Buhari signs Copyright Acts, Federal College of Medical Laboratory Science. 2023 National Population Census gets new dates. Politicians plan to sponsor violent protests, says Kaduna government. Still on the headlines, Lagos APC to road viral, go to court, stop grandstanding. And on sports, Olympic Eagles bow to pressure against Guinea-Bissau. Now the news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari has assented to bills recently passed by the National Assembly. The bills are the Copyright Act 2022 and the Federal College of Medical Laboratory Science and Technology JOS Acts. Senior Special Assistant to the President on National Assembly Matters, House of Representatives, Nasiru Babele Ila, disclosed these in a statement and explained that the two bills were assented by the President on the 17th of March 2023. He said, Copyright Act 2022, this act repeals the Copyright Act Cap C28 laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004 and enact the Copyright Act 2022 to provide for the regulation, protection, and administration of copyrights. To the next story. A new date has been fixed for the conduct of the 2023 National Population and Housing Census by the federal government. The chairman of the State Steering Committee for the 2023 Census in Ekiti State and Special Advisor to the Governor on Budget, Economic Planning and Performance Management, Mr. Niyi Adebayo, disclosed this during the meeting of the committee in Ado-Ekiti, the state capital, on Tuesday. Adebayo disclosed that the enumeration exercise had been shifted to the 2nd through to the 7th of May 2023 from its initial date of 29th March through to the 2nd of April to allow a itch-free exercise. The committee chairman would say the postponement of the head count would allow for proper planning and in-depth preparation, called on members of the committee, particularly the subcommittees, to swing into action to make the exercise a huge success in the state. He said the committee would provide the necessary information to the public regarding the exercise. Still on the news. The KADuna state government has raised the alarm that some politicians in the state are planning to instigate their followers to embark on public protests aimed at breaching public peace. The Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Arunwa, said in a statement on Thursday that the state government is in receipt of credible intelligence reports of such plans, which include storming the streets in a manner which could lead to breakdown of law and order in the state. In view of the report, government continues to monitor the situation closely in tandem with security agencies, he stated. It must be emphasized that persons or groups who engage in actions which could lead to civil unrest, a threat to life and destruction of property will not be spared, as the full weight of the law will be applied accordingly. Next story. A crowd of women adorned in black attire of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) are presently protesting the declaration of the candidate of the All Progressive Congress (APC), Ubasani, as the winner of the March 18, 2023 governorship election in Kaduna State. Leaders of the protest, Honorable Maria Dogo and Ajia Aisha Ibrahim Medina, said they were robbed and were calling on the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to review the result and declare Honorable Isa Ashiru Kudem of the PDP as the rightful winner of the election. The women described the result as broad daylight robbery, which will be challenged accordingly, stressing that the good people of Kaduna State spoke in very clear voice to favor PDP. Going on to the next story from Southwest. The Election Petition Tribunal in Ondo on Thursday said it had received 9 petitions in the February 25th National Assembly elections in the state. The Secretary of the Tribunal, Mr. Musa Adam, told News Agency of Nigeria that 7 of the petitions were on the House of Representatives election and 2 on the Senate. Adam said that Olusegun Phillips Alonge, the candidate of New Nigeria People's Party in Ondo North Senatorial District, has filed a petition challenging the election of Olajide Ipinshigba of All Progressive Congress (APC). He added that the Labour Party candidate for Ondo Central, Mr. Morofoluwa Bademosi, has filed a petition on the election of Mr. Deniyi Adegbomire of the APC. The secretary said the petition were also filed challenging the elections in Akoko South East, Akoko South West, Eseldo, Ilaje, Okitipupa, Irele, and Ondo East, Ondo West, local and federal constituency. He said other federal constituencies include Akure South, Akure North, Akoko South East, Akoko South West, and Akoko North East, Akoko North West. Adam said the tribunal was expecting petitions on the outcome of the House of Assembly election. He said that aggrieved candidates have 21 days from the announcement of the election results to file petition before tribunal. Moving on to the next story. A federal high court in Abuja has dismissed an application filed by suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police DCP Kyari and 3 others asking that the charge against them be quashed. Kyari and others had argued that the charge against them was premature, insisting that the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency ought to allow their employer, the Nigeria Police Force, to exhaust its internal disciplinary machinery before it brought them before the regular court. While arguing the application, their lawyer, Noreni Jimosan, had prayed the court to quash the charge and discharge his clients on the grounds that the defendants, who are serving police officers, were yet to be subjected to the internal disciplinary of the Nigeria Police Council and the Police Service Commission as required by law. On to the next story from Osun State. The Western Security Network Agency, Amotekun Osun, has arrested 2 suspects who are notorious for unleashing terror attacks on inhabitants of the Høødlùms area of Osogbo. The security outfit also disclosed that a duo 27-year-old Afiz Olaniyan and 23-year-old Ismail Wahab, who were nabbed after a tip-off by residents of the area, were also in possession of a locally made pistol. Confirming their arrest in Osogbo to journalists on Wednesday, the Osun Amotekun Corps Commander, Brigadier General Bashir Adewimbi, stated that the security outfit swung into action immediately and got them arrested. Adewimbi explained that the suspected hoodlums were arrested by the operatives for terrorizing the residents of the Høødlùms area of Osogbo and environs. Moving on to foreign story. Chinese President Xi Jinping and Russian President Vladimir Putin have jointly stressed the need to settle the Ukraine crisis through dialogue. In a statement issued by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of China, President Xi and Putin also signed and released the joint statement of the People's Republic of China and the Russian Federation on deepening the comprehensive strategic partnership of coordination of the new era. It was signed on Tuesday at the Kremlin in Moscow. On the Ukraine issue, the 2 sides believe that the purposes and principles of the United Nations Charter must be observed and international law must be respected. To end the news is from the sports story. Olympic Eagles head coach Salisu Yusuf admitted that his players could not handle the pressure following Wednesday's lackluster 0-0 draw against Guinea. Salisu charges put up a below-par display in the game and were lucky to come out with a draw. The Guineans dominated play and missed a number of clear-cut chances. Salisu attributed his team's poor display to pressure and insufficient time to prepare. My boys bowed to pressure, allowing the Guineans to dominate the game in the midfield, but without breaching our defense, he told reporters. We wanted to win the game, but self-inflicted pressure and lack of cohesion in our game cost us victory. That was the news from BGI TV Current. Before we go, some major headlines. Buhari signs Copyright Act, Federal College of Medical's Laboratory Science. 2023 National Population Census gets new dates. 2023 elections, politicians plan to sponsor violent protests. KADuna government cries out. Lastly, Olympic Eagles bow to pressure from Guinea-Bissau. For more stories and updates of our broadcasts, kindly subscribe to our channel, BGI TV Current. Follow the notification bell and on to making your advert placement of your goods and services, coverage of events and functions. Please dial the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placements only. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. Good evening.
you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV. BGI TV, you're one in a million.